Hello everyone, welcome to Fiaura. This is Axes and Acres. Now, it is made by an indie dev, of course, because that's what a lot of the things I get sent to review are made by, are indie devs. It's made with Unity, and it is a relatively simple looking game. It's made by Brain Good Games, and it's purely a strategy game. There's a learn to play feature over here. You play through 3 basic turns and ideas on how to learn to play. There's pretty much you just come in and play. There's no campaign. There's not a lot of story. It's just a really good thing. It's a thinking game. I'm not necessarily going to say it's really good, but it's really good at making you think. Now you have several options here that aren't really all-encompassing because, well, this can be run by any computer by modern standards. Let's just be honest. My old A8 AMD processor could run this no issue. You basically set your resolution, whether you want full screen or not, and your volume. That's it. There's no difficulty settings or anything like that. Now I click play, loading, and this is the game. This is what it looks like. It's not going to be visually appealing. It's not going to be extremely fun to watch necessarily. I'm actually going to be shrinking my camera down and moving it around because the entire game interface takes up most of the screen. So every bit of screen space here is in use. Now my objective is to get victory points, and every time I achieve these victory points, I get more rounds to keep going. Here are my resources that I have to build. You're basically doing like a medieval peasant building type of deal with dice. This is what you have to deal with. You have these random dice that pop up, and you have to manage them. Now, there are buildings that can change what the dice are and what they do, but you need to build those. So we're going to start by setting out to set up. Now, at these houses, you can deploy anything. If all your houses are destroyed and you don't have the ability to build a new one, you lose, which these turn counters indicate when these barbarian settlements will develop into something threatening. Now, I can now spend this for one of 2 reasons. You either spend the dice to deploy someone, and for everyone you have on the board, you cannot, you're going to lose a die for next turn. Or you can use them to create an action, or i.e. order someone to do something. And lastly, you can use them to get moves, or reserve moves for later. So I'm going to be putting down these 2 workers, just kind of show you how this works. I'm going to spend you. I'm not really into the move 3 right now because I don't need it, and we're going to deploy him there and him there. Now I'm going to need a lumber yard. Let's see. Must be built next to trees, produces 1 wood per turn, send someone to gather it. So get the lumber yard up. And I don't think I'm going to build anything else right yet. So we're going to put these 2 on reserve moves. And in my turn. I got nothing but workers. Great. So, that means that I've got to deal with the fact I've got nothing but workers. Workers are builders. I don't have any workers. I don't have any gatherers. I don't have any, I forget reproducers. I forget what reproducers actually do. But that means that we are going to start building, if we can. Yeah, we want the guardhouse.
Oh yeah.
Alright, and we are going to use one of our reserve moves to move you up there and blow the guardhouse. There we go, we have a guardhouse now. We're going to put you down. And we're going to use a reserve move you up to there. And I believe that this will set him to crusade, so I can send him to go kill this barbarian. And then turn. Start of turn, bonus food awarded for some reason. I don't know why I just got the bonus food. But we need to look at getting some lumber, and I still can't send anyone to gather. There's an alternative method, however, for gathering. Now you do have to take your moves in the order that you make them. So if I didn't use both of those moves and I put someone else down, then I would lose one of those. Then I would lose the second move. There we go. We got some wood on the ground, but I still don't have any gatherers, which is a huge issue. We're going to throw down another worker, and we're going to put you into reserve. And I'm going to say activate move 3. 1, 2, 3. Basically the entirety of the gameplay here, guys. It's not anything riveting.
Apnea.
Finally got a gatherer, but I am running out of food. That's another issue. It's just stuff you're gonna have to deal with. Actually, let's do gather with a +1 bonus. There we go. And let's burn you to move. Dead barbarian. Problem solved. Now I need to deploy a worker, but I don't have any food. So we need to get food somehow. Okay, what I can do here is I can put you down.
Yai.
I can order you. Oh, well, I couldn't put you down. Yeah, I'm out of food. So we put you down, and then we move to. I don't need the wood. I need food, because I can't function without it. And now that move is wasted, because, oh well. Yeah, and my current move. Oh my god, it's not giving me anything to work with here.
Yai.
Put you down. The least we can do is eliminate the barbarians, which is what we're going to do now. I got a food, thank God. Alright, let's get a worker down, and we're going to use you to eliminate that. There we go. All the barbarians on the map are cleared out. I don't know if they respawn or not, but I've cleared them out completely. And now we're trying to get to 8 victory points. I'm probably going to end this as soon as I get to 8 victory points, but let's see if I can get you up here to Mr. Bunny Rabbit, because we're going to slaughter them for food. And we're going to, oh, I meant to work, don't recall. Oh well. We're going to, there we go. We got 6 food now.
Yai.
And deploy him and return. Now then, this is
Ao Yan.
basically what you're going to be doing the entire time. I need Hunter's Hut. No, I need a farm, maybe? Yeah, farm's our best bet. Put down another deploy.
Tapa.
Worker. Move him over. Yes. And then I want to get a farm up. Now the farm will automatically every turn, or no, I have to put a worker on it to work it, but we'll be gathering food, which will make this easier for us. So if I put him down there, got the lumber mill now.
Yai.
You basically want as few pieces on the board as possible at the end of every turn so you can continue to get more and more resources. Now the next thing we need is a quarry, so we're going to be building a quarry as soon as I can get up there. I'm going to sacrifice this gather dice to do move 6. You have cards, as you can see down here, that give you an advantage. Alright, he's done. And there we go. And I'm going to use my stored move. And there we go. Got a boatload of food now. We are going to put down a worker, and we're going to burn you for a quarry. Now I need to get 2 more builders up there. Yeah. Slow game. Slow ass game. Not a whole hell of a lot of interesting things to have to say. I'll just sacrifice that for free food. It's not really something that's riveting to watch, I imagine. You may want to skip to the end to see the final verdict on this one. If you do, I don't blame you. Right, I have to spend that guy to work, not recall. But, let's get a builder down. And once we get a road, it'll be... We're going to build some roads to get up there. Alright, let's go get a gatherer. Move him up to there and get a little more lumber. Okay, and this is it, guys. This is the entire game. I'm sorry it's not the most riveting thing in the world to watch. I know. Trust me. Work. Actually, no. We're not going to do that. We are going to store you and spend you to move you there and then end our turn. I need to sacrifice a gatherer to work and gather the quarry, so this is so far away, there's no sense in us not doing that. I am going to put down a hunter's hut. And then anything else I can do here? Nope. Okay. Let's put down a worker. And we'll have him go kill a rabbit. And enter. Store move. Okay, I really can't build anything right now. We're not getting any fucking gathers. So we're gonna burn you in hopes that we get some more gathers, and then we're going to order you to move up there and order a work and don't recall. And then we're gonna burn you hard so we get a bunch of stone. And then we're gonna put you into there and you into there and return. Gather, thank you. Good God. Luck of the dice is not with us this day. Give me some wood. Fiaura has wood. What the hell, Fiaura? We didn't even know that. Alright, and we want to build 3. And we are going to... What does a theater do? Return to pool is wild. Gain an actor. Gain a card. What does a market do? Gain 1... Adds the card. Gain 1 food. So you can get extra victory points. VEP 8 by 100, no event. Repopulation, 2 animals appear. Excavation. And this just keeps going. Like, you get more of these cards as you finish these up. Now, I've killed 2 barbarians. I've built a building. I need to build 2 more houses. What does a builder's hall do? Reduces the build cost while buildings by 1. Allows you to upgrade dice to builders. I need something to do gatherers. That just gives me victory points. What does a church do? Allows me to change people to priests, which I don't know what priests do. Oh. Let's build the town hall. All the builders in the world. We could possibly get... Could we get 3? We could get 3.
Yay.
We can get 3 build right now. Okay, I want to move 6. We want to gain the 1 food. Order that to be built. We're going to send our workers up to the quarry.
Yay. Oh, yeah.
So let's go ahead and get both of you out. Okay, I finally got a gatherer. And then a builder. Need to eliminate some dice from the board, so there we go. We'll do that. So we can finish the town hall right now. I didn't want to do that. Shit. I don't even have a use for them. That I know of. 2 animals appear. Repopulation. Sweet. So that was my reward. That's pretty much it. I got my 8 victory points. The town hall set up. Can I save 4 moves? Okay. Well, let's move you up to there and we'll burn you for saving 4 moves. There we go. And then we will use those saved moves to get this worker over to there. And there you go. So we got our 8 victory points. Basically, you keep playing infinitum, the map will eventually expand as we get across. Actually, when you finish all of these, I think you've won the game. I think. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm pretty sure you either win. I've never actually finished it. Because you can see this could take hours of your time. Which is not something I entirely want to do for a simple review. So that much said, let's go take a look at the Steam page to see what this has going for it on Steam. This is all the gameplay. Alright guys, so here we have the Steam page. Now as you can see, not many people have reviewed this game. It actually came out on the 7th, so only, what, 4 days ago now? Yeah, 4 days ago. It has a musical score that's kind of okay. As you can see, the map actually doesn't expand. I was wrong about that. It has, I wish there was like some expand, the map would get bigger, more barbarians, there would be something to like liven it up a little bit, but there's just not. Game over, you won. So once you complete all of this, you've won the game. The game is technically over, as you can see from down here reading this. Once you complete these, you've won. It's over. 46 victory points is the winning score. I'm not sure if this is actually a board game or what. I mean, this would work better as a board game if you were to ask me. This would work excellent as a board game with friends where you have like 2 or 3 people playing together at the same time. But this single player experience on a computer is just not very riveting. And I think after you've played through it a couple of times, you're not gonna wanna play it anymore. So let's see. Axis and Acres is a deep and engaging single-player strategy game designed to create exciting decisions every turn. I'm not very excited or riveted, but that's just me. I can see there are people who would enjoy this game. Don't get me wrong. There are people who would. I just don't know who. In Axis and Acres, you are the lord of a small but rich plot of land and a couple of smelly peasants. These peasants are represented by dice and can build, work, gather resources, and reproduce depending on their mood. Using a combination of your burgeoning population and motivation cards, you will build, chop, cultivate, and plot to produce a thriving village. In Axis and Acres, you and your workers and your motivations can be improved and changed all within one game. Each playthrough is discrete. Every decision is difficult and interesting, and there are tons of decisions making They talk about this like it's super exciting, and it wasn't. And once you get the basic mechanics down, I don't see you playing this for hours on end. This would be better as a physical board game with friends in which you were competing against your friends to achieve this. I've got a bunch of achievements on this already, and I played it for almost an hour before this review, and now I've played it for another hour, half an hour here. And it just... This is the entire gameplay. I have done the research. There's nothing else to it. That was it. That was the entire game. And once you've completed all the objectives up here, you're done. There's no expansion to the game. You win. I think this would work much, much better as a board game with a couple of little expanded things where you could compete against each other, or it would be more entertaining if you could compete against each other rather than just building. Some people I could see enjoying this for what it is and what it promises. It's bug-free. It does deliver most of what it promises, but the vocabulary they're using to describe it versus what I'm actually seeing in the game, I don't feel it. And $10 is a little steep. I would pay $20 to $30 if this was a physical board game that I could play with my friends, like Settlers of Catan style. But for a computer game I'm just playing by myself, I don't want to be mean, but I couldn't justify $10 for this. I honestly couldn't. Would I recommend it? This is brutally honest. No. No, I would not recommend it. I would not recommend the game. I'm sorry. I can't. It's mind-numbing. It's engaging to a point, but once you have the rules down, you pretty much don't have a challenge. The challenge is removed at a certain point, and it's just basically, when is RNG going to say that I'm going to get what I want? And I couldn't play this for hours on end. I just couldn't do it. I absolutely could not do it. I thought, like, somebody had mentioned that the game expanded at a certain point, but apparently it doesn't. You just win. There's no... If the game expanded and enlarged as you went and became more difficult to manage, or if there was some tension or actual conflict that was not just discardable once you've cleared the board of barbarian regenerate, something, or a different mode, or a multiplayer, or something, I could recommend this. But I can't. I honestly can't. There are better games that you could spend $10 on. And there are better games to play. I'm sorry, Dev. I mean, this is a good first try, I'll give you that, but I'm not going to leave a score here. I don't see any sense in that. I don't have anything really to compare it to as far as other games that fall into this style of genre that I've played in the past, but I can't recommend this. I'm sorry. I just can't. This is not... It's not very good as a PC game. And it's definitely not very good as anything except for maybe a mobile game from here or there. I'm clicking on the Steam store now looking for some redeeming quality. Something I've missed! And I just can't. Apparently this is the second game, by the way, from Brain Good Games. They've also developed a game called Militia. We'll go take a look. And it looks like... See, having to outwit and see, this would be more fun. Instead of just the settlement building aspect that you have here. It looks like you took the same concept and the same engine and just revamped it with new ideas. These would make great board games. Great board games if you figured out how to put it together where you were going to be playing with multiple people. But as far as a computer game, sorry. That's all I have to say. So, if you found the review helpful, if you liked it, if you didn't like it, there's a like and a dislike button. Pick one. Come on, guys. Seriously. take 2 seconds and deliver a click to one or the other. I would appreciate it. If you want to see more stuff by Fiaura, you can subscribe. There's a big red button right there. If you'd like to support the channel, you can do so through Patreon, or you can click on the ad at the end of the video and go check out our sponsor. In the meantime, here's a previous Brutally Honest review, 101 Ways to Die, and the review will surprise you, I guarantee it. In the meantime, from my house to yours, this is Fiaura, officially signing out for right now, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone! And they're tough little bastards. They were, anyway. But that is the entire premise of the entire game. This is what you're doing for a few dozen levels. You have the basement, the control room, biozone, sector 0. There's this vault over here, which shows you all of the ways that you have found to die. There are apparently 101 in the entire game, and you can actually flip through them. Anyway, that's the entire game. This is all the gameplay that you really would be doing. Not very exciting to watch, not a lot really to it, but at the same time the physics are very well done. I can say for a person who